We can upgrade Bash and just go this way. Or we can gain 250 gold and go this way. Also pretty good. Or we can Boss Relic swap. Whether Boss Relic swap is better than those other two options or not is incredibly hard to say. And I don't know. You running thought? Thanks, J&K. Yeah, portable head. F. Niall's opinion is that we're not going to do great this round, it looks like. This is a really interesting whale. I don't love that we only take 2 hallway fights before we start fighting elites. On the other hand, I think this path fairly regularly doesn't have to go to this campfire. I think it takes less damage getting to here, and also we can have some strength that's good at Act 1 elites from the store. So we can get this 3rd elite a little bit more often with that path. Although we do take 18 damage to take the 250 gold, so we're sort of starting out from behind in terms of that. Hey, Holy Strike, KG Physics. Miggy Shua. You believe in me, Nick? Good. EMT, thanks for the 7 months. Agbomo show to you as well. I think I'm just gonna upgrade Bash and go this way. That is an interesting turn 1. Hey, Sparky. Perfected Strike or Clothesline. One of these cards deals more damage than the other. One of them has the useful application of 2 weak. I think I somewhat prefer Clothesline, but I think it's close. Since I didn't immediately get AoE, I think I meant to go this way. I think if I immediately get AoE, I can go this way. Like if I had just taken a Whirlwind or a Cleave. But the AoE fights that I can hit there are too scary for me to be giving up health that rapidly. Fairly confident. I'm gonna go this way and plan on that question mark. Because I have so much health, and I heal 6 at the end of every fight. Hey, Duff Punch Strong. If there was a Slay the Spire equivalent of a 360 no scope, what would it be and which bosses have I done it to? I think 360 no scope is when you discard all of your potions at the end of a boss fight, which I have only done against the heart because otherwise the run continues. I think armaments over clash, probably. Also over rupture, which is fine. He swirls. LT Zembo. Just got a haircut. With your hair out of your eyes, you can watch the stream properly. Congratulations. Thanks for that Prime SMS. I think an Anger is a very solid addition to this deck right now. True Grit is probably not enough damage going through this act. I was hoping that I could take enough damage to use that for a heal, maybe. But it's a perfectly fine floor as a card remove. Just feels like maybe if you're using it as a heal, you can get a little bit more out of the act. I play the cards. Yes, man. Thanks for the 10 gifted subs as well. That's very generous. I appreciate the support. Hey, pattern shirt. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna take offering. Once you have offering, the armaments upgrade gets so much better. It's not an incredible upgrade without card draw, but when you have a lot of card draw plus extra energy, all of a sudden it gets pretty good. I think I'm probably gonna take it here. I could also just upgrade offering, would be fine. And it's not unreasonable to upgrade Clothesline or Anger either. It's hard to find a card to upgrade that doesn't do good things at the moment. Unless you upgrade Strike or Defend. But honestly, like, even those are... they're all pretty good. Strike and Defend are probably the worst because of Pandora's Box and Upgrade All Strikes Defends having the potential to ruin your upgrade later. Hey Boy Boat, hey Bodish, hey Marat, hey McBobby, Sainsbury's, hello. He wants a bun of quine. I think my pace of play has increased since the 127 hearts, so definitely not. Definitely not. Carados, thanks for the 15 months. Agbomusho to you as well. New Project Pat. Move mini Jorbs to the right. Move to the right. Crisscross. Could do that maybe. There you go. Inspiring Milk, K.U. Maddie. When I upgrade, how do I weigh the value of raising your deck's floor versus its ceiling? I don't know what a floor and ceiling mean. I don't think those are things that I use to think about the game. If you mean how strong it is on turn 1 versus how strong it is on turn 5, I think about whether it needs to get better on turn 1 or turn 5. Is it worth 2 health to upgrade 2 strikes? Home. It's actually so hard to work out. So 61 is where we're starting. This is the first attack. I don't think I need those strike upgrades. We're never killing it before it attacks next turn. I think without the strike upgrades, we still kill it before it attacks again. Easy. We get a molten egg. That anger is upgraded. Too bad I'm taking power through. Power through, very, very, very strong. It's like, when you consider the wounds to be a downside, it's only pretty good, but once you recognize that the wounds can be upside, it's like obscene. Hey, Warmanga. And Flaming Hito, thanks for 13 months. A clothesline, a cleave, and a headbutt. I definitely don't mind cleave here. I'm gonna take it. It's so good against sentries. Lots of situations where it's pretty good. We're quite happy to be taking a Cursed Key right now. It's one of the better boss relics for us. And you just in general isn't incredible. Skip it there. Is this an upgrade pot turn? Back to thinking really hard. If I was going to use one potion in this fight, I'd rather use Fire Potion than Upgrade Potion, I think. Just use Fire Pot. Hey, Trevor! I elaborate on wounds being good. Second Wind. Second Wind, Dark Embrace. Feel no pain, Juggernaut. Hey, Hanflafonza! The wounds fairly often become beneficial. Oh, the Fire Potion just came back again. That's nice. There's a Thunderclap plus to go with Cleave plus. The upgrades on these cards matter a lot. Because it's like... they're cards that are not quite good enough to kill the Act 2 elites for you before they're upgraded. Once they're upgraded, they start being like, oh, this actually like pretty much cleans up the Slaver's fight. Fiend Fire is also a reason, yep. Hey, Skeleton King! Touch over halfway through your dissertation. That is incredible. That's awesome. Hey, Astral Fields. Hey, Android. Hey, hello, Mr. Jackpots. That's weird, Azaroni. I don't know why that would be happening. You didn't change your username, did you? I'm gonna take the Shrug It Off, though. Apparently. Hey, Leningrad. I think I do want another anger here. And so it begins. I'm working on a book right now, and the blank page is intimidating. Gosh. Isn't it, though? Blank pages are the worst. Alright, we're through this fight, I'm pretty sure. Guess should have played that first, whatever. Thunderclap came back again. There's also just another cleave. And there's Inflame. Inflame unupgraded though. I'm not 100% this deck wants an Inflame, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Yep. That's where I'm at. I haven't seen a rare in a little while. It almost feels like the campfire is a waste of a floor. Shutafen! Thanks for the 16 months. Sangpamusho to you too. Feel like I could get through the act without going to the store and then maybe never need the Inflame upgrade because other things happened. On the other hand, just upgrading the Inflame is a pretty good use of a floor. I'd also sort of like this question mark. I didn't get the high value late act 1 question marks yet. Let's do it. Kevin D. Day? Thanks for the prime. Musho to you as well. Is Odd Mushroom high value? Yep. Look at that armaments upgrade. Every card in my hand is already upgraded. What an awesome way to spend a campfire, upgrading that armaments. No regrets. Jesus. No regrets. Juggernaut. See, once I take the Juggernaut, I really don't want this Inflame in my deck anymore, it feels like. I think I don't need Juggernaut right now. I think I'm actually going to take Ironwave Plus. Still didn't take a Thunderclap. I don't have block in my relics. I have some sustain in my relics, but no block. Which means that I want my cards to make block for me. The Thunderclap's pretty good though. It's a tricky one. I'm gonna take the Ironwave. I've been offered Thunderclap like 7 million times or something. Just refuse to take it forever. Apparently. Looks like this just heals us for 6, and we can go fight Hexaghost at 33 health. Not bad. Double Ironwave. Okay. Like, it's not the best ever, but with no block in our relics, I think we can justify it. Turn left, you have returned home. Merge right in 100 floors. Perez. I'm gonna go ahead and take 7 to not have 2 wounds in my deck. This is a fight where your deck gets clogged with statuses, so. The 2 Ironwaves look sad if Corruption arrives. They just look sad all the time. Ironwave is just a sad card. Don't worry about it too much. Sure. Nice. Okay, we're through Act 1. I mean, I'm never not taking feed plus here, so let's just click on it. The insurrectionist. You should probably not be representing Ironwave in public as its therapist. That seems like a breach of, like, all sorts of things. We could take pandas. I think the deck's happy to have 4 energy. And it has an armaments plus in it already, so I think I just take Fusion Hammer. Also with feed plus, we want to go to campfires less because they don't give us 4 max HP. Okay. Oh no, are allergies gonna happen again? I thought we were done with allergies. That's not how allergies work, huh? Let's go to this store, get our heal, get to spend some gold, and then probably I go this way, but maybe I go this way. Campfires don't seem very good when you can just get 15 HP and a store by going to a store. So we could like go this way and it seems pretty safe and also seems like it makes us really strong. When your allergies get bad, you make lots of nose spray. I think I understand what that means. So this is gonna hit for 23, 22, 22. It's 13, it's 35. Sort of an awkward use of cleave, but it's what we had to do. Could defend block this damage while still dealing 7 damage. Could it ever? If you had Juggernaut in play, it could, for what it's worth. But we don't, so... Fair shout. Pommel Strike plus or Thunderclap plus? I think with 4 energy, we can take a Pommel Strike plus. I have chosen not to take Thunderclap plus 5 times, I think. Lionheart, thanks for the 7 months. Agbomo, show to you too, hope you're doing well. Excuse me, have you heard the heard the word of our Lord and Savior Thunderclap? Can I play 5 attacks? I'm 1 energy short. Unlucky. Maybe it's still enough though. I think it's reasonable to use Fire Potion here. Because it gives us 4 max HP as well as saving some health. 4 max HP is a pretty good potion, really. Liquid Memories has replaced it. Easy. That Blood for Blood plus is quite good, but I think I'm taking Burning Pact. Hello, Pacific Wave Union. If you don't slow down, our lawyers are looking forward to representing Ironwave in suing you. shooing me. That's mean. Ironwave understood what it signed up for. I could take the blue candle in the hopes that I get Necronomicon. Probably not the best idea. I think this is just Preserved Insect. Thanks for the 2 bits and anonymous cheerer. I'm not gonna take Brimstone here. Does not seem necessary with Feed Plus. Has Brimstone ever been part of a winning run? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can absolutely win with Brimstone. I just don't think it's a good purchase there. Because all it really does is... like, we already have the ability to stay in fights for a very long time because of Feed giving us like 150 HP by the time we get to the endgame gauntlet. So taking Brimstone just feels like it hurts us more than it hurts the enemies. Like, it makes it so if we get unlucky against the heart and it just goes like 7 times 15, it can actually kill us relatively quickly. Hey, Jimbo Bowls. Ripang, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. In a celebratory mood. I appreciate it. Nope. Yes. Maybe? Probably. Apparition's typically better than usual when you have Feed. Since you're able to get your max HP back again. (26 plus 10) just kills that. Okay. It's fine to play Offering before Apparition there, because I don't necessarily actually end up wanting to play Apparition that turn. But I did take more damage. But also I'm going to go to a Campfire and then a Store, so I have forced healing that I might as well make use of. There's no way to avoid healing a little bit in the upcoming floors. Plus I have the Burning Blood as well. Boop. Next turn I will not be weak. And I will have 13 plus 18 damage. Okay. I like real-time strategy. It's too fast for me. I like to be able to slow down and think everything through in detail whenever I want. In terms of like watching it though, I enjoy watching StarCraft a little bit. I think with Apparitions, Blood for Blood gets even better because it's pretty easy to take 1 damage a few times, so it costs 0. I already have the Burning Pact and the Pommel Strike, so having a high damage 0 cost attack in my deck later on in fights is very good. Couple of reasons to take that card. I guess it's also something that I can use Pendib for. 854. No. Fixed Fusion Hammer gets all upgraded cards anyway. Well, the Apparitions aren't upgraded. But my attacks that I'm being offered certainly all are. Happy fish face. Thanks Thanks for the 7 months on Show to you too. I'm glad you enjoyed the sponsored looks at games, because I get paid for those, so if you actually enjoy them, that's like a bonus. That's great, that's awesome. I enjoy them quite a lot too. I catch Rogue versus Dream last night. Last night I went to sleep. That's what I did last night. I think we could take Shockwave. It's weird, the weak doesn't do as much because we have 3 apparitions and the vulnerable is like better on Thunderclap. So why do I want this card when I've skipped Thunderclap 5 times? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm taking it. We will not be resting, we will be recalling. Sponsor looks at games are nice because you're watching me anyway, and it lets you decide if it's something you'd want to buy or not, so kind of 2 birds with 1 stone. Makes sense. Sounds reasonable to me. I think we remove Strike over Defend. It's tough. Like, the argument for removing Strike is that the strong thing that Defend can do is I can get a Corruption, a Feel No Pain, and Dark Embrace, and it becomes a very good card all of a sudden. The strong thing that Strike can do is I can be intangible, so Defend doesn't do anything anyway, and I can have like 15 strength. Strike's actually pretty good there. It's pretty hard. And I'm actually like closer to the way that Strike gets strong than I am to the way that Defend gets strong at the moment in this particular run of Slay the Spire. Maybe I'll remove a Defend. Even just getting Corruption, though, is almost enough for me to prefer removing Strike to Defend already. Because if I get Corruption, I get to a point where Blood for Blood gets drawn so often, very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 cards would be in my deck. Strike is pretty undeniably better right now for killing these next 2 elites. And for killing Champ, I think. I think also for killing Champ. Alright. Does this deck take Snecko Eye? Probably? I think it's fairly happy to... this armaments upgrade. It's fairly happy to take Snecko Eye and expect to get Corruption. Let's go feed draw. Oh, I don't like being attacked here very much. Easy. I think Pendiv on 8 is probably better than on 9. Take a Rampage for the champ fight. Is that necessary? It's probably closer than it looks. Could also take Clash Plus for the champ fight. Maybe not. Anger would probably be the first card to be removed if I took Snecko. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Evaluate the power of your deck. Just try to do it, and you find out whether you were right or not, and adjust your understanding going forward accordingly. The Ion Intergalactic God King. It feels like Champ Fight could actually get spooky, even from like 60 starting health. If I don't take Rampage. I don't have like a demon form. But the way that the deck scales late fight is strong though? Is it strong? It's pretty strong. I probably have to just trust the late game scaling, the late fight scaling in Pommel Strike, Burning Pact, Blood for Blood. It's pretty good. Where's the East? Thanks for the 8 months. I'm gonna show to you as well. If I'm trusting in that, do I take Ghostly Armor? Not really, not with 3 apparitions. I think we just skip. There's a medkit or a limit break. Those are 2 very different ways to become very, very powerful. Medkit makes me much more easily end up in some sort of infinite combo, and Limit Break obviously gives me trillions of strength. Limit Break, I think, is slightly more likely to win because of Reaper. Probably. It's awkward to use right now, but if we got like a Runic Pyramid or something, it would get very strong. I don't have a Reaper at the moment either, is another thing. Millions of strength does seem like lots of strength. It's for 46. It's a lot. Imagine being 1 damage short there. Oh well. Are there more trees on Earth or stars in our galaxy? I think trees on Earth, isn't it? I think so. Worth it to look for a feed play here. Fewer stars on Earth than trees in the galaxy. I think that's probably true, yep. This isn't like a thing that a person should have an opinion on though, right? This is a fact. This is a measured and understood fact. This is not something that I bother to have in my head. This is something that I will Google if I ever need to know. Burning Pact seems fine. I have to rest at the campfire anyway, so there's no reason to try to save health here. A reason to apparition twice, because I'm not getting attacked next turn. And GG. The hemokinesis isn't that bad. Also not that good. Strange run right now. The reason to take hemokinesis would be, I look at my relics, I have Molten Egg, I have Paper Frog, I have Pendib and Vajra. I think, okay, I'm gonna get to 100 max HP, I have 3 apparitions, I kill the heart in 6 turns. And hemokinesis helps me to do that. Does it help me to do that? I really have to kill the heart in 8 turns, I guess. Ivernash. Okay. Ignari, thanks the 11 months. Almost show to you too. Why 8 turns? Because that's when I will die. I will die if I press end turn an 8th time against the heart. Fairly likely. Getting there. Just get an incense burner. Yeah, we can get things like incense burner and lizard tail and stuff like that. Certainly not impossible. Time to die. I think time to die, champ. Actually, if I wait longer, it's easier to feed. Let's wait a bit longer. Antelope. You're a turn off pattern shirt. The heart doesn't attack on turn 1. Thanks very much for gifting a sub to the channel, Antelope. Akabomo show to you too. Now the Ironwaves deal too much damage for me to want to play them. A little bit awkward. Oh wait. Oh lord, he coming. There's no Reaper here, but there's a Corruption and there's an Exhume. I should take one of those two. Exhume gets back Apparition, Feed, sometimes Limit Break, Offering. It's a very, very strong card here. Corruption is, of course, Corruption. Corruption also a very, very strong card. Oof. It's a tough choice. I think it's just Corruption. Pyramid? Okay. Interesting act. A lot of question marks. Sort of mandated to. At absolute minimum, I have to take 3 there. I don't have to take 1 leading up to it, so I have to take at least 4. It's obviously possible for me to survive longer in the heart fight, right? It's not like it is 1,000,000% guaranteed that I would die on turn 8. But generally, if your deck doesn't have a consistent block engine, I think killing the heart on turn 8 is a reasonable goal to have. The sword boomerang's not awful, but also... no. Like, not really. Remove a card. Well, now I do have corruption, so now I'm very happy to be removing strikes rather than defense. I think I was meant to play Burning Pact on corruption, maybe. Wait, I have a runic pyramid? Oh. I just played every card in my hand every turn for the first fight, huh? That's really funny. That is very, very funny. Okay, I could take second liquid memories over regen pot, probably. That seems fine. There isn't anything insanely good to play with it, but regen pot's just not that exciting at this point in the run. Haven't seen you take headbutt in ages. I wonder why. I wonder why that might be. I fix my room ventilation. What I'm going to need us to do is, as a society, as a species even, I'm going to need us to stop creating any sort of greenhouse gas emissions. Please. That'll help me out a lot. This is fine. Make a giant umbrella in the sky. It sounds like a good idea. Terraforming Earth. If we all blow in the same direction, we can speed up the rotation of Earth, thereby cooling Earth with the extra breeze. Okay, which direction should we blow in? Isn't my carbon footprint higher with all the electricity used? Then what? It's higher than someone who lives under a rock. It is lower than, like, a car. Hey Iker, hey Sir Morek, hey Ligure, hey Pyromaniac, hey Bumper Humper, hey Turla, hey Feralgrand. The extra breeze has nothing to do with the rotation, it's just is the blowing. Hey Booba, 77. Shadow settling on left. Alright. And breathe. How did we do? How did we do? It's feeling about the same here. Feeling about the same here. Alright. Did we open the window? Oh, did we need to open the window or be outside? I didn't know that. Could I ask mini Jorbs to blow in the correct direction, please? No, mini Jorbs does what he wants. I want to take another blood for blood. Whoa. It's a nice apparition. Armament straw. Why did I play apparition? Like, what? What am I doing? Not paying very much attention to the fight that I'm in, apparently. This fight could actually be a little bit spooky if I don't Dark Corruption soon and use all of my apparitions for completely no reason at completely random times. Let's see. Have I ever considered changing my name to something cool, like XX Vegeta Sephiroth Jorbs XX? No. I've actually never thought about anything before. Any of y'all think? It is like dangerous stuff. I found overall that by not thinking, I'm able to increase my happiness. Me when I think, sad face. Me when I don't think, happy face. Fairly simple relationship to understand. Another offering, hell yeah. Offering's very good here. Very, very good card. Most of the time, but also here. Guess I'd like to hold on to blood for blood, maybe? Maybe play this turn like this. Blood for blood goes to costing 2. I'll just draw apparitions anyway. And it won't matter anymore. Like so. Bang Jammin'! Thanks for the 8 months. Songbomo Show to you as well. Oh, I already have an flame in play. Okay. Boop. This looks like an easy feed again. Feed a lot easier to play consistently And you have Runic Pyramid. Look at that. Who would have guessed? Easy to read. Offering is no adrenaline. Right, because it draws more cards. So it's just better. Just better adrenaline. I could take another armaments, but I'm not sure that I need one. I think I'll just take another Burning Pact. Burning Pact seems like a sweet card here. Yeah, we're just taking the rare relic, I guess. It would be sort of nice to find the things that make us have more strength before playing all of our attacks. Solilikizer, thanks for the 30 months! Happy birthday to you as well. Thank you so much for your kindfulness. Your kindfulness is appreciated. Love it when people are kindful. I'm making like small optimizations to save 1 HP right now, which is maybe not necessary, I don't know. Maybe arguably not an important thing to be doing with my time. You just wrote a 5-page essay which you now have to throw out due to not reading the content criteria. That's awkward. I've done that in my life. What if we had 4 Burning Pacts, though? Surely then we would feel happy. Weakening things on turn 1. It's close, I think. Maybe it's not that close. At least Smoothstone and Kunai. I have 2 relics in the next chest if I find another one. Makes it a little bit more appealing to go to question marks. Problem is hallway fights give me 4 max HP. I can actually choose hallways or question marks for the entire rest of the run. Except for here. If I go to this one I can't take a question mark after, but mostly I can. I think it's just hallways. I already got Mind Bloom. Yeah. Tiny Chest has abandoned us. In fairness, I think we abandoned Tiny Chest. I think that might have been our decision. Guneo links for 13 months. I'll more show to you too. You enjoy the question marks for their wacky randomness. They're just not like other floors. Hee hee. just so random, lol. I remember being young. 11 plus 26 plus 60. Gotta work out how to make feed deal 1 more damage. Just feed here in a sec. Oh, that was attacking me. Right. The enemies, they're allowed to hurt you. I remember now. Okay. Dual wield is perhaps a teensy bit late to do really obscene things with feed, but I'm still very happy to be taking it here. We can dual wield in flame, feed, but most likely we're just gonna hit blood for blood and just have lots of those. Seems good to me. We could dual wield corruption. It's allowed. The difference between this deck with corruption in play and this deck without corruption in play is probably instructive in some way. Who knows what it means though? Good enough for me. Ornithopter ain't too bad. It's another 10 health, basically. I do not hate the Fiend Fire. Also do not love the Fiend Fire. We take it for the Act 4 elite fight, even if it's never good anywhere else. Oh. This one is not going to be a feed, is it? Unless... None? Sure. Not with that attitude. Also, unfortunately not with any other attitude, but... That's just too bad. Shoot-de-doop-de-doo. Do-wop-a-dop-a-doo. La-da-da-da-da-da. Ya-da-da-ba. Ba-da-da-doo. La da da. I think Fiendfire would be more fun to play if the animation didn't take so long. Ancient Pot. Ancient Pot. It's an interesting one. I'd take this Flex if it were upgraded. I'm just using it on turn 1 against the heart, pretty much. Fine, I guess. Just, it's weird because I have 3 apparitions in the deck and none of them are upgraded, so... This also might not be a feed. We'll see. If I ever killed the Transient. I once killed the Heart, which has 800 health and does dangerous things to you. Believe it or not. I've done a great many impressive things in my life. I once learned to love someone and forgive. I can play Fiendfire and not be fighting Spaghetti Monster anymore, which sounds really nice, actually. Okay. Be into that. Duplication Pot seems good. I think Sentinel Plus is Loki OP though, so I'm gonna take that one. Duplication Potion over Liquid Memories at this point. Hey girl, Bobot. I don't know what you're talking about with these diamond stealing allegations, everyone. That doesn't sound like me. Would I steal anything but your heart? Not like literally your heart, like the metaphor, you know? It was poetic. It was a beautiful thing to say. Gosh, I'm so upset. There's corruption in hand for next turn. Things go crazy. Seems good to me. I could just do this now, I guess. Alright. Elite fights better than hallway fights. Pretty normal stuff. We got a Burning Pact if we want. This would be our 5th copy of this card. I think I've been offered it 6 times. The RNG for card rewards appears to be broken in this run. I think because I took the Sentinel, I can probably take another one of these. I'm having trouble with my hand filling up, but with Sentinel it becomes less of an issue. Parfait? Does yogurt parfait just mean yogurt perfect? Is that the same word? I sort of only vaguely understand the concept of the French language. It is the same word? Isn't that like sort of pretentious? It seems sort of pretentious. I don't think French people are that pretentious. Y'all are being weird. Alright. I only get 3 cards next turn currently. Well, 4 cards, unless I play one here, which I want to do. Okay, I'll take 4. So many people who I'm pretty sure are not, like, French have such interesting and cruel opinions about what it means to be French. That's weird. Why? Why not? Why not just casually be cruel to other human beings? Well, that's a great question. Let's transfer to our school children view for the channel, where we're gonna talk briefly here about a concept called kindness. Now, I know... Alright. Are you 2 years old? What the fuck question was that? Hey Yannick, thanks for the 3 months. I'll show to you too. Ooh, that would be a very good moment. Have a blood for blood in my hand. Hey, hello. $52 plus 35 is not quite enough, right? You saw the Kaiser. So I have dual wield in my hand, which means if I can find feed sometime soon, I can do some pretty cool things with this fight. We will, however, have to actually find that feed. Happened to wholesome chat? I don't know. Where did it all go wrong? Boop. Boop. Alright. You're now doing pretty solidly in this fight, I would say. This is the same chat that spent $35,000 to give strangers water. Different people, though, probably, I think. Probably different members of the chat. He named after color. I've definitely sat in a car wondering very awkwardly if there was a way that I could escape as people I knew and trusted, spoke with disgust about how people from country X were negative thing Y. It's not an enjoyable experience, really, I wouldn't say. We are through the end of Act 3. Time to categorize an entire massive group of people into one box, the classic. El Clasico. It says a lot about you when you choose to take something that's very complex and diverse and then boil it down into something that is simple and not diverse. The thing that you choose to boil it down to is your choice, basically. Complexity is too large in the world to get through life without boiling stuff down into understandable shortcuts, which are wrong, unfortunately. But you get to choose whether you're going to boil things down into understandable shortcuts, which are kind and forgiving and lifting other people up and stuff, or if you're gonna boil it down into simple shortcuts which are not. Relates to the lesson you taught your middle schoolers today about not making assumptions about others. Yep. It's very hard to go through life without ever assuming anything about anybody. Like, it's just... the world's very hard to navigate successfully. But it's nice to make an attempt. I don't know. I'm thinking about duplication potion on the apparition here. Next turn I get attacked for 61. It seems pretty good. Alright. You shouldn't do that, Tessie? Maybe not. Gosh, as a person from New Zealand, it's very interesting to track what people have associated with that over the course of my life. Because what it means to me hasn't changed at any point, right? It's like, yeah, that is the country that I grew up in. That is the culture that I am familiar with like where all of my relatives are from and stuff. But over the course of my life, it's gone from like, oh, so you fuck sheep. That was what I got like 20 years ago. But people would like say it in a funny way, like, ha 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 ha. Like they were like in on the joke with me. And like, what? Who are you? This is a Wendy's. And then it progressed to, oh yeah, were you living next to Mount Doom? And again, I'm like, no, that's a movie. It's not even like a movie from New Zealand. It was filmed there, but it's like the book is English. It's not. And then most recently we have moved on to different takes on the healthcare system of New Zealand, and also people really like Jacinda Ardern, which is interesting because they don't like have any idea who she is really. She's just like pretty, I think that's why. Maybe she's pretty and like seems like she cares about people, and that's enough to distinguish yourself as a good politician. I don't know. This deck does have a lot of burning pacts, yeah. Dark Embrace might have been like unnecessary here. Sort of the vibe I'm getting. That is better than a lot of politicians, for sure. Alright. Oh, a disarm was pretty nice. I could take one of those. I could also take the Flex Plus. Ooh. Flex Plus is also very good. It doesn't matter very much, I don't think. I'm gonna take the disarm. Hey, Zip Zip Guns. Is chat still fighting racism? Yep, we are here together. Some of us are fighting against racism, saying, no, you shouldn't just randomly be an asshole to other people. But a few of us are also fighting, you should be able to be an asshole to other people if you like, which is You can be. We just fucking don't like you if you do that. It's not that complicated. I should have used Ancient Potion. Oh, my cats have come to say hi. This is fun. Alright, we have drawn Corruption. Blood for Blood is costing 0. There goes nothing. Maybe play this now since I have intangibility this turn. So this is tricky, actually. I want to get through the artifact charges so that I can play Disarm, which I guess means I'm dual-wielding Clothesline, but I don't really want to dual-wield Clothesline. That's the unpleasant part about this. Overall, my deck does not make very much block, and that is a cause for some concern right now. I do have a lot of health, though. But yeah, I need to start actually dealing damage every turn. I'm not there yet. Void is a card, I suppose. I should apply Vulnerable somehow. So I can just go Bash, Clothesline, Disarm. I don't get Vulnerable applied, but I think it's okay. Oh wait. Now we just kill stuff. By stuff, I mean the heart. One thing I can actually do is dual-wield Fiendfire and just play a Fiendfire this turn, and then I'll have another Fiendfire in my deck because I'm only going to have space in hand for one Fiendfire, so one will go in my discard pile. That would certainly deal enough damage this turn. Also, I'd refill my hand because of Dark Embrace. Yeah, I like that. Maybe play Pommel Strike. Don't need this, do I? Not really. Definitely play that. And then 18 times 8 is enough. Into the orchard! Thank you very much for the 4 months. Songbomo to you as well. Now I can go Ironwave, defend, power through, and actually do an okay job of blocking this turn as well. Seems good to me. We're looking forward to winning with 0 cards left. Let's hit this with Bash for sure. Okay. I just have to survive this turn, which is pretty simple. Survive this turn while dealing any damage whatsoever, basically. And then I can just Fiend Fire. GG. Ironwave MVP. I think maybe Feed, but Ironwave was okay. Definitely okay. GG. Hey, Midnight Heart. Hey, Rock Lee Spartan. How are you? Okay, doubles. The cards did a pretty good job this time. I couldn't have done it without them. Would have been harder. Would have been harder. Hey, Sad Star.